Okay. Ooh, that looks a little rough. Alright, so we are back with something we're trying a little bit different tonight, and that is a review as well as a live stream. And alright, she's taking her time. So typically on Saturday nights, I do just a live stream of the current game I'm playing, but I am falling behind on movie reviews, and it takes forever to do a full edited video of a movie review. And I figure, you know what? I'm just going to take a little bit of time before live streams to just give a straight up movie review. Now, you aren't going to see any like trailer footage from the movie, but you know, it's something we're trying new, seeing if people will actually like it. Maybe you'll get some more clicks on the live stream. I don't know. And we are presented today by the lovely Lourdes,
Hi.
whose hair is a little messy, but that's fine. So, with that being said, if you see the thumbnail, you probably have a good idea what we're reviewing, and that today is Masters of the Universe. And we saw this on Thursday, and I had some thoughts about it. If you don't know what Masters of the Universe is, it is based on a 1980s toy line that they made a cartoon show of to promote the toy line. Something a lot of people don't realize is back in the 80s, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, they didn't make the toy line to support the TV shows. They made the TV shows to support the toy line. The toy lines came out first, and they needed kids to want to be incentivized to buy the toys, so they made these cheesy TV shows during the 80s, and they never gave a rat's ass about the story or where the story was going in the TV shows because it was never about the TV shows. It was always about selling the toys. If some of you have seen it, you've seen it. And then they did a live action movie in the late 80s with Dolph Lundgren. And let's be honest, it's not the greatest thing ever, but there is kind of a 80s schlock charm about it that it's kind of fun to watch. We just watched that one recently before seeing the new one just to kind of get an idea of what the movie was about. And the other interesting thing is we decided to watch an episode of the original 1980s series. They have it on Tubi right now at the time of this recording, and quite frankly, I think this is absolutely imperative to at least watch one 20-minute episode from the original series if you can before watching this movie. If like when I was watching this movie, I noticed so many characters that just looked so weird and out of place. They didn't really have any like introductions, and I would have completely not had any idea who these characters were. But just watching one episode, I was recognizing, okay, that guy's from the original series, that guy's from the original series, and yeah, that character's from the original series, and all of these ridiculous names are from the original series. Now, fair point. In this movie, they actually do a good job of explaining why some of these characters have ridiculous names. There we go. They do a good point explaining the ridiculous names, and it's kind of like a fun, like, okay, I get that. I totally get why these names exist now, because it is kind of a fun explanation on why these characters have such lame names. And so I did like that. But definitely, if you can, if you're interested in this movie, try watching one episode of the original series first. It'll get you in the right mindset, and get you in the right mood, and also it'll give you some perspective on some of the stupid, silly aspects of this movie. keep in mind this is based off a 1980s kids show aimed at like 8 and 10 year olds. So there's going to be a few parts. It's just like this is kind of cheesy. And I'm not talking about the 1980s film now. I'm talking about the 2026 film. But after watching that show, it's like I know some of this is cheesy, but with the right perspective, yeah, it's going to be because it's based on a 1980s series designed to sell toys to kids. And whoever made this, I think it was Travis Knight, they are a huge fan of the 80s, and definitely this movie felt like a love letter to the 80s, especially with some of the plot threads and the scenarios and settings in this movie. I was getting severe, like, flashback deja vu of every mythical fantasy 80s sword and sorcery movie I have ever seen. I mean, every plot thread, every plot point in those movies are in this. And it's like there weren't any really big surprises, but at the same time, I was totally getting this nostalgia trip that the director or the main guy who made this was going for. So definitely, I was seeing a lot of like Dragon Slayer, Conan the Barbarian, Beastmaster, Krull. Um, what's that other one? But you get what I'm saying. Like definitely, this felt like, hey, we're gonna try and capture the 1980s sword and sorcery fantasy epic here. And one of the best ways they do that is with the music. The music is pretty awesome in this film. They definitely went with like a 1980s synthesizer 5 with this movie, and it definitely complements the setting, the source material, the whole movie. I could definitely see myself getting a soundtrack at some point in the future. It was pretty good. They do have the original He-Man theme song play at a few points, and just another thing I really liked was at one point in the movie they play a song that honestly, if I was making a Masters of the Universe film, I would have thrown this song in at some point, and that's Queen's "Princess of the Universe" from Highlander. And it's like, yeah, when it started playing, it's like, yeah, I would have absolutely thrown this song in. It makes perfect sense. And so, um, let's see, I have my notes here. Yeah, the main actor, I'm not familiar with his name. The guy who plays Prince Adam slash He Man. As Prince Adam, he is perfect. This kid did an amazing job as Prince Adam. I thought he was absolutely perfect in that role. He did a fantastic job. I did not buy him as He Man. And I guess you could say maybe he wasn't, I don't want to say macho enough, but he wasn't as, the term I'm looking for is man of action enough as He Man. He still kind of felt like Prince Adam, just a little bulkier. And also his build didn't quite match the original vibe of the cartoon show, where he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the cartoon shows and the comics. And when this kid became He Man, it felt like he just hit the gym for a couple of weeks straight on. And yeah, he has a great physique, but it's not the right physique. And like while I was watching this movie, I was thinking, what would have been perfect if this kid played Prince Adam, and then whenever he turned to He Man, Alan Ritchson from the TV series Reacher played He Man, because they look enough close enough, and whenever Alan Ritchson did a shirtless scene in Jack Reacher, he looks like freaking He Man. Okay, you just need to give him slightly longer hair, and you got He Man there. And when this kid was playing He Man, I just felt he was a little bit on the smaller side. So I mean, they did the best that they could, and I don't think it's a deal breaker for the movie. I'm just kind of nitpicking here, but like, he's supposed to do this transformation. I think it probably would have gone better if they had like Alan Ritchson playing He-Man and kept this kid as Prince Adam because he was fantastic as Prince Adam. And then, last but not least, we gotta talk about Skeletor. Okay, Skeletor was the best part of the movie, hands down. I loved every single scene that Skeletor was in. He was freaking hilarious. He was awesome. He was the cliche 1980s Saturday morning cartoon villain in the best way possible. And one of the things that I was really trying to look out for was um, Jared Leto's voice because I had heard that Jared Leto was doing the voice of Skeletor. It's like, really? I just don't hear it. And when Skeletor came on screen and started talking, I was like, I cannot hear Jared Leto's voice at all. I was trying so hard throughout this entire movie to just detect a hint of his voice, and I could not detect Jared Leto's voice in this movie at all. So whether they were doing the right kind of voice synthesizing or whatnot, I never once heard Jared Leto in this movie when he was doing Skeletor. So like I see that as props because I mean in some like movies and shows and animated things when I'm like hearing voices speak, it's like I think that's Meryl Streep, and I think that's Tom Cruise, and I think that's Brad Garrett. But like with this, I could not detect Jared Leto's voice at all. And then another thing, real small thing, but I was very impressed by it. The way they managed to get the skeleton's jaw to move and match words while Skeletor was speaking was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It looked great. I was thinking, how the hell are they going to get a skeleton to speak without it looking goofy as hell? And they managed to pull it off. But no, Skeletor was the best part of this movie. I mean, hands down, I absolutely loved him as Skeletor. I love the character of Skeletor. I would love to see if they ever did do a sequel to this, which it's not looking like they're going to. I'd love to see Skeletor back because he was the best part of the movie. I absolutely loved it. And so, yeah, is it a perfect film? No, but it's definitely a fun film, especially with the highlights I pointed out. It does run into a couple of cliches that you've seen before in 1980s fantasy adventures, but I think that was kind of the point. Definitely, it feels like a love letter not only to the original series, He-Man and Masters of the Universe, but it definitely felt like a love letter to 1980s sword and sorcery fantasy films. And like one of the things that was a standout in this movie was the fact that like some of the fight scenes definitely felt lot more mature than the fights you would have seen in the original cartoon series. Because keep in mind, all the kids that were super diehard fans of that cartoon series are now probably in their 40s and 50s, and so they're not going to be enamored with the same type of fights. And so you gotta spruce them up more, you gotta make them a little bit more violent, and definitely I was seeing the benefit of some of those more violent fights. Keep in mind, it's a PG-13 film, it's not going to be super bloody, but they definitely got as close as they could to making these fights as violent as humanly possible. So, with that being said, definitely a big screen movie. I would recommend if you have any interest in this film, go and find an affordable theater that's still playing this and check it out because it definitely looked great on the big screen. The soundtrack is really awesome, and I we just had a really fun time with it. And so, but yeah, with that being said, that is our review of Masters in a Year First. You're not going to really see a number score here because I didn't have time to set up a number to pop up on screen for the live stream. I was having issues getting my TV to work for the live stream, and so yeah. But with that out of the way, let us get into Max Payne. That was the audio on that. Okay. Oh, it's been 2 weeks since I played this. I can't remember what the objective was. Show objectives. Okay, yeah, he broke out and he started. Really? Lasers? You're starting me up with lasers? Okay. Okay, that's how it's going to be. Okay, ring the bell, bro.
Snow fell like confetti over the Devil's Parade. The storm was anything but over.
The tough and gruff dialogue in this is freaking hilarious. Nope. There we go. Where are you? Where? Yeah, I'll take that one. then some of these guys have painkillers.
Can you believe it? I bet they sleep with their rifles.
Engaging. Perimeter breached. The facility has been compromised. Repeat, the Deep Six has been compromised. Initiate Operation Deadeye.
The walkie-talkie military lingo could mean only one thing. They were getting ready to destroy the evidence and vanish into the night. I was so close. The hidden truths were just around the corner.
Possible infiltration in progress.
Folder on the table told a grim tale. The mercenaries were running a tight operation, paperwork and all.
Merchandise missing again. A chemist had tried to smuggle it out for his own private party. Locked him up in cell B7 and D6's old test facility to wait for proper processing.
I was close enough to hear the secrets, just beyond the next doorway.
It's definitely the game director that's doing your face. Ah, yes. I need these.
Redcon Gamma.
Processing diagrams filled the control room screens, all but one. An elevator titled D6 on one of the screens, somewhere onwards, past rows of ovens, in the core of the plant.
Look at this.
I had taken on the role of the mythic detective, Bogart as Marlowe, or as Sam Spade going after the Maltese Falcon to unravel all the mysteries. Following a path of clues to that final revelation, even if it would take me down to the cold, cavernous depths of a grave.
You can't do this! My men are still inside!
Do you have any idea why this is called Operation Deadeyes?
He's dead already.
Let's do it.
Attention all personnel.
The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Evacuate the complex
We've got
immediately.
company.
The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
I thought that was
Attention
cool.
all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Evacuate the complex immediately. Repeat. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
I had seen the logo on the floor before. There was an old army bunker under the steel mill. I knew the military plaque on the floor. I had seen 1,000 variations of the insignia on crumbling brick walls everywhere in the city. The sword replaced by a syringe. Project Valhalla, V for Valkyr, V for Valhalla. All of a sudden it read like a crackpot conspiracy theory.
Abort! Abort! The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Abort! Abort! The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Get the hell out! Abort! Abort! The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Get the hell out of here!
Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
Abort! Abort! The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Get the hell out! Abort! Abort! The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Get the hell out of here!
Attention all personnel.
Yeah.
The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately. Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Evacuate the complex immediately. Repeat. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
Like everything else in the Valkyr case, the door code was a mystery to me.
Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
The chemist had been using the workstation when he died. The half-life of the lab rat had ended online, his password blinking on the screen. 665, neighbor of the beast.
personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
Hey, in here! Hey, get me out of here! I'm innocent. There, let me. Thanks. I thought I was gonna die in there for sure.
I need you to get me through the decontamination chamber airlock.
You're crazy. No way. The place is blowing up, for Christ's sakes.
Either that or back to the cell. Your choice.
Okay, I'll do it.
Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately. Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
Get in. I'll punch you through.
After this, you can go. You're a free man.
Decontamination in progress.
Bad.
Decontamination control.
I was caught in the middle of the deadly web that was the Valkyr case. One of the lab terminals had the project logo on the screen.
Top secret. Project Valhalla. U.S. Army. Yggdrasil Network. Valhalla. The otherworldly place in Norse mythology where the bravest heroes spent their afterlife feasting and fighting forever. Their wounds miraculously healed night after night. Valkyr. the maidens who chose the most courageous Viking warriors and carried them to Valhalla. 1991. The research objective is to create a chemical substance to enhance the stamina and morale of infantry troops. 1995. Results unsatisfactory. Project cancelled.
Someone had decided to continue the sick experiment unauthorized.
Project compromised. Data leak. Fix the damage by any means necessary. Security clearance red. Authorized by the project lead. Field test. Double the dosage for all the remaining test subjects. Observe and record the subject's behavior in an urban setting.
The drop-off point was my old address in New Jersey. The file dated 3 years ago. Just when you thought you had reached the deepest depths of horror, it suddenly got worse. How to turn off that small voice inside your head that started to whisper that you should be glad that now, if not before, your revenge was justifiable on any conceivable moral scale. That small voice proved, beyond any doubt, that I was damned. The dagger-heeled woman had come and gone a long time ago. There was nothing more for me here. The bunker's name was acting as a self-fulfilling prophecy. Dagger-heeled woman had come and gone a long time ago. There was nothing more for me here. The bunker's name was acting as a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Self-destruction imminent. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, self-destruction imminent. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3,
You piece together a jigsaw and the final picture is you finishing that same puzzle. A mad, green-eyed killer standing behind you. An urban legend come true. The Project Valhalla test subjects had been the mad junkies who had murdered my loved ones. The rest was simple body count math. It all pointed to her. Ms. Valkyr. The factory went up in a fiery inferno behind me. All my leads were dead, turned to smoke and dust. I had lost my way. I hadn't slept in a million years. I felt thin as death. I've been living on an endless supply of week-old donuts. They were fuel for this crazy furnace inside my head. I couldn't remember when I had last seen the sun. I was on a permanent graveyard shift. When the darkness fell, New York City became something else, any old Sinatra song notwithstanding. Bad things happened in the night, on the streets of that other city, Noir York City.
Noir York City.
I was in an all-night diner, downing cup after cup of coffee that tasted like engine oil, when a new message from BB got me back on the killer track.
What the hell happened at Roscoe Street? Maxie, I'm going out on a limb here. We need to talk this through, come up with a plan. 2:30 a.m., the Choir Communications Garage.
The more I thought about Alex's murder and the frame-up, the more it felt like an inside job. I should have seen it coming. BB had sold me out, and now he wanted to finish what he'd started. The garage was dead. BB showed up in his tailor-made suit, gold watch, and cufflinks to match. All way beyond a cop's pay.
Maxie.
Oozing suave charm, he was guilty as hell. What the hell does BB stand for anyway? Backstabbing bastard?
Come on, don't be like that. Have a cigar.
I don't smoke.
Maxie, you have no idea how big this is. It's huge. You have no idea.
I think I do. You're a bribe-taking bent cop who sold out his partner. Those mobsters in the subway were a dead giveaway. Hard to miss. Bet it was exactly like this with Alex. Up close and personal.
You can't win this one, Max.
No, but I can make damn sure none of you do either. BB turned out to be another cardboard cutout bad guy. A bad cop on the take. A cowardly right-hand man fleeing from the scene, leaving his paid thugs to do his dirty work.
Reports of a fire at the Punchinello Manor in Westchester. The manor is the home of Angelo Punchinello, the alleged head of the Punchinello crime family. The police are now saying, contrary to their earlier statements, that Max Payne is still alive and at large. He continues his vendetta against the Mafia, of which this last act of arson is attributed to.
I had no recollection of setting any fires, but I did remember the flames.
I never actually said
out wherever you are. You know, I really hate people who refuse to do the inevitable. Refuse to do the smart thing. No, I must do the right thing. I blame you. For a smart guy, you really can be stupid at times.
The payphone started to ring. Yeah,
Thanks, Payne.
whatever does it for you.
This is Alfred Woden. I can give you the name of your enemy. Come to the Asgard building presently. We are expecting you.
Woden was waiting for me on the steps of the old building.
Mr. Payne, let's go inside. The others are anxious to begin.
The others?
Despite the general misconception, this building actually predates the City Hall by 2 years, thus being the oldest municipal building still in use here at the foot of the Brooklyn Bridge.
No kidding. The old man played tour guide as he led me through a dark, domed hall. The answers I was after loomed large ahead.
Mr. Payne, I would like to introduce you to my colleagues in what we call the Inner Circle.
You've been watching too much X-Files.
You have seen the files on Project Valhalla. We can fill the gaps, provide you with the information missing from those files. We were all involved in the early stages of the project during the Gulf War.
What's the catch?
We would very much like to blow this thing wide open, but our hands are tied. Her name is Nicole Horn. She was the key figure in Project Valhalla. When the funding was discontinued, she simply refused to quit. She knew exactly what she had in her hands. Nicole Horn is the president of Acer Corporation. She has more than half the city in her pocket. This must be kept under wraps. If you try to go public with this, we will deny any knowledge. We need you to take her out. Afterwards, we can protect you. Make all the charges go away.
That was the cue for the killer suits to kick in the doors and swarm inside. It was an impressive floor show, but I decided to leave early anyway. It was only a one-story fall. Me.
Acknowledged. Target escaped. Confirm location, the inner courtyard.
of the monitors showed what was left of the inner circle. On screen, the so-called corpse of Alfred Woden stood up, miraculously waking from his dirt nap, looking smug among his dead pals. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. I didn't know how he'd pulled it off, but it was a pretty slick way to get out of all his promises. Most of what he had said fit too well to be a load of crap.
Cover me. I'm going in. Cover me. I'm going in.
One of the monitors showed what was left of the inner circle.
answer to those saying that he's actually providing a service long overdue to the city.
This crusade nonsense has gone too far. He's out of control. It must stop. He will be stopped.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the New York City Police Department.
videotape lay on the desk. Nicole Horn had blackmailed the Inner Circle into silence. The tape came with a curt extortion note on a piece of expensive paper. I remembered Candy Dawn taping her clients in action on the side, selling the tapes to the highest bidder. I was sure that kinky sex was nowhere near Alfred Woden's worst sin. But I had a feeling that when this was over, any collateral would come in handy. Woden had left me a present. Woden had taken care of my mission preps with military precision. The critical areas in the Acer Corporation headquarters blueprints were circled in red. The president's office was at the top of the building, right below her penthouse suite. The elevators were controlled by a security computer, part of the mainframe located underground below the building. The high-rise was sealed as tight as a sci-fi fortress.
The best movie ending ever? Gotta be Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. A hero's end.
I had dreamed of revenge. Those dreams were always nightmares, of coming close and then failing. Now I was close. I had a name to guide me, Nicole Horn. I had nothing to lose. The Inner Circle had quite a track record. The Inner Circle had quite a track record. Project Valhalla had not been the only thing the Inner Circle had been involved in. There were rows of cabinets full of files. The Serpentine Secret Society went back a long way, always pulling strings from the shadows. I couldn't say I was sorry. Woden's move in some Byzantine power game had cut the Circle's membership roster to one. The old man wanted me on cleanup duty. It was my mess, too.
CIA, FBI. You've seen one, you've seen them all. Sure. Good for a practice. CIA, FBI. You've seen one, you've seen engagement.
Take him down. Shoot to kill. Let's finish this.
original approach to the problem. It wasn't as if it hadn't all been done before. An eye for an eye, the first principle of revenge. Old as dirt, still going strong. The cardinal rule in going after someone with an intention to kill was not to make it personal, which it almost always ended up being anyway. It did with me. I took my time, cruising around the city in the snow. There was no hurry. I knew what I had to do now. I took my time, thinking about it, building up the rage. When I was ready, I parked the stolen wheels at the front entrance of the Acer Corporation headquarters. Got out, got in, got cracking. I had a bullet with Nicole Horn's name on it. I had 10,000 bullets with the Hag's name on them. She had ultra-high-tech security systems, enough mercenaries and weaponry to start World War III. There was no fear. New York disappeared behind a veil of snow. I had crossed the threshold. This was her domain, sleek and sexy and soulless, all glass and steel. A place of color-coded security key cards, metal detectors, and surveillance systems. Colder than a walk-in fridge. Cold as a gun. Mona, looking good.
Max, we gotta stop meeting like this.
It will be a cold day in hell before I let a cop stop me. Miss Sachs, do your job.
Relax, Max. You're a nice guy. I don't kill nice guys.
You're not bad yourself.
It was different when Horn wanted Punchinello dead. To cut her ties to the Mafia. He deserved to die.
The same goes with her. She's the bad guy here. Her sister was whispering to her in my favor. I knew the appetites of ghosts intimately. They hungered for revenge.
No!
A gunshot boomed and she fell down in slow motion. She was a nice girl, not really a stone-cold killer. And now she was stone-cold dead. Like religious fanatics or loyal samurai, Horn's private army was coming at me.
I need backup.
When the elevator came back down, Mona was gone. There was a lot of blood, but no body. Something clicked for the final time. My mind had never been so clear, as if somewhere high above the storm clouds were already gone, cold stars blazing from the black skies.
You know what I'm talking about. In all the cool action movies, and I'm talking about the coolest of the cool, it always seems like time slows down in the middle of the action. You know, you can see the bullets flying through the air, the hero dodging in slow motion. You know what I'm talking about. In all the cool action movies, and I'm talking about the coolest of the... You know what I'm talking about. In all the cool action movies, and I'm talking about the coolest of the cool, it always seems...
I had elevator access to the mainframe. From there, I'd be able to override the security locks and get to her office. I had elevator access to the mainframe. From there, I'd be able to override the security locks and get to her office. The unmarked chopper was Horn's pet guardian, inhuman and flawless. It was stalking me.
I hate to be stereotyped. I'm not a cold-blooded killer. I'm a nice guy. I love my wife. I have 2 boys I'm very proud of. You just have to make the ends meet. Kill the bastard.
The unmarked chopper was Horn's pet guardian, inhuman and flawless. It was stalking me.
I hate to be stereotyped. I'm not a cold-blooded kill the bastard. I hate to be stereotyped. I'm not a cold-blooded killer. Kill the bastard.
bets were off. The elevator would take me all the way up. Seen from this height, the night seemed to stretch on to eternity. A hint of desperation had crept into the snowstorm, as if it was trying to get it all out before the end. Personal computer was on. Next to the printer was a neat stack of expensive paper. Hacking through Horn's computer would have unearthed files of criminal plans, strategies for world domination, spy helicopter reports, illegal wiretap recordings, internet porno, all of the above. Take your pick. I really didn't care anymore. I had seen too much of it already. Valkyr had been meant to be a white-winged maiden that would lift you to a warrior's heaven, but it turned out to be a one-way demon ride to hell. The devil was in the drug. I knew. I had met him. And now I was gonna kill her. The queen of the underworld who had tried to lift herself a bit closer to heaven with her drug money. No begging, no bribes. She knew better. Honor among killers. We who were about to die. Both of us knew how this would end. In pain and suffering.
All this because your wife stuck her nose into things that were none of her business.
The cops were coming to take me away. The sirens were like a bad conscience I couldn't shake.
It's ridiculous you've made it this far. You won't be alive when they get here.
Stop him!
your wife and daughter were necessary, inevitable. It is done. You cannot bring them back. Nothing you do will make it any better. Max Payne. Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept your fate. You will die. Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept your fate. You will die here. Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept your fate. You will die here. Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop. Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept your fate. You will die.
He would not fucking die. Like, did you see how many rounds I put into him? I was just like, die, die, die. He wouldn't die. I'm gonna quick save that. Oh, got one dead. I like they let me go all the way down. Okay.
the North Lounge. Send us assistance.
Only death will set you free from your pain. Accept it. Surrender. Give up. Max Payne. Face it. You are up against an unbeatable death will set you free from your pain. Accept it. Surrender. Give Max Payne, face it. You are up against an unbeatable force. You have already lost. You have lost. Only death will set you free from your pain. Accept it. Surrender. Give up.
The Skyline Lounge. Get in here.
out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. Attempting to land now. It's gonna be tricky. She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. She's on board. She's on board. She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. She's on board. She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast.
I accidentally saved.
She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go.
Roger that. Attempting to land now. It's gonna be tricky.
Every having almost one kill me, and there's not a painkiller.
She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast.
Yeah, I have to get out on there.
here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the... She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't like the look of that mast. Lift off in 1 minute. Lift off in 45 seconds.
No, I was supposed to try to.
30 seconds to lift off. Fifteen seconds to lift off. Okay, ready to lift off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off in 45 seconds. Thirty seconds to lift off. Fifteen seconds to lift off. Okay, ready to lift off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5 That is really annoying. Oh, it would have killed everyone. There's no way anyone survived that.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger. And then it was all over. The storm seemed to lose its frenzy. The ragged clouds gave way to the stars above.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. We've got the building surrounded. Throw down your weapons and lie down with your hands behind your head.
A bit closer to heaven. The cops' voices were distant and muted.
Freeze! NYPD! Hold it right there!
My ghosts released me from their haunting. Down below, New York City glittered like diamonds on black velvet.
You gave us one hell of a ride. Take him down to Central Booking.
You heard the man.
Woden was there in the crowd, standing by the sidelines. It wouldn't be over till the man with the patch would say so. He'd say the right words. I knew he would. He'd better. Woden grinned smugly. It was the grin of a winner. That made two of us.
No, I haven't. Is that really how they ended it? Okay.
Done?
Yeah, it's finally over.
Oh.
Seem disappointed.
So all the game was like to find that woman and kill her?
Yeah.
That's it?
It was a revenge quest.
Oh.
You seem disappointed.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Okay, so my initial thoughts. It's definitely one of those games that's considered a classic, and I'm glad I finally played it, but I did feel it was lacking. The gameplay was fun, don't get me wrong, and the slow motion stuff was pretty cool, but I just felt that it got stale by the halfway point. And I felt like there needs to be a little bit more variety. Not necessarily the gameplay, but just each level was just go from point A to B, kill bad guys. need to be killed by this. Need to be killed by this. Keep in mind, this came out 25, 26, 27 years ago, so really old game. Obviously, they couldn't do all the stuff that you see in newer games, but for the Xbox version, it ran pretty well, although I was playing on the Series X. And so yeah, I'll eventually do my review on this in a little while. And oh, okay, James McCaffrey is not the game director, just the image of Max Payne is the game director, and James McCaffrey is the voice actor. They did make a movie of this. Yeah, the Buffalo. Everyone says it's awful. I think it has its moments. I will acknowledge that the movie is not. It leaves a lot of stuff out of the game, but I think it has some moments in it that are pretty decent. A lot of the same characters reappear in the movie, but like what's interesting is like there's this whole like shootout sequence in the halfway point of the movie that was never in the game, and it's like, you know, you could have done some of the levels from the game in the movie, but it's like they did a brief run through of the events of this game and then put it in the movie, and that's about the extent of how much they stuck to the story of the movie. Wait, was that the credits? That was surprisingly short for a game. I swear, there's some games now, like the credits are like 4 hours long. That's how many people worked on it. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have a fun time with this live stream. I don't know what I'm doing next week, but I am still working on the Transformers review, the routine review, and I will be working on a review of this. So stay tuned, more will come, and unless something happens, we should be live streaming next week. So with that being said, my name is Christopher Connor, this has been the Fabulous Lourdes, and I hope you all have a wonderful good night.